glorious day to you, my friends. Welcome to day number 71 of being, this blissful existence, illuminating and nurturing grace, our inner being, this grace. Where for 144 days we are going to be breathing, we're going to be chanting, and we're going to be spending time with our inner being, allowing it to shine, being with it. For 144 days, we're going to be spiraling up this great pyramid. To the edge of the matrix. We're going to poke our head through the hub of the dharma chakra. Using the Eye of Providence, we're going to gain a divine perspective on this reality. And since we're spiraling, we're using the golden spiral and the Fibonacci sequence. Water is life, my friends. And in the first 55 days, we were subtly dealing with Vasundhara, the Earth Star Chakra, and the Annamaya Kosha. Earth Star Chakra, where our root system and how we get our nourishment. And this Annamaya Kosha is, what is this nourishment? What is this food that we're eating? And as we place more of our roots into our heart center, we receive more of our nourishment from our inner being. We're on day number 16 of this 34-day segment, where we're subtly dealing with Muladhara. Thank you. I see the chakra, the word was escaping me. Our foundation, and Pranamaya Kosha, where we are utilizing the energy, the prana of breath, coming through the breath to help build our foundation in our heart center, where we get our nourishment, allowing us to get more nourishment through this prana. Maybe our inner being will reveal more of the true nature that we are prana. We shall see. Our inner being is going to reveal truths to us when we're ready for it. As we reach more into spirit, as we're spiraling up, we're chanting this magical chant, Om Ahum, 108 times, using the Mala of Joy, where we're embodying the principles or the ideas or the energy, the vibrations of Om, 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 the wisdom, the primordial sound of the universe. It contains everything. It's our heart, but it's also the emptiness, the wisdom of the emptiness, and who we are. I am the wisdom in the emptiness. We are the wisdom in the emptiness. It's the union of the wisdom in the emptiness. It's allowing it to be with us. Om Ahum is one of the bridge mantras, one of the tools of our mind that help us bridge from who we think we are into spirit, our true nature. Helps us bridge to abide more in our true nature, our true essence. At the beginning, we're going to see it as peace and calm. As we elevate, as we become more of our true authentic self, as we allow more of our true authentic self to live more fully through us, whether we consider it as we're ascending, either whether we consider it as we're climbing this great pyramid of the self, or whether we see it simply as that we're gently tuning our vibration. We're gently returning to our inner being, our true nature, as opposed to all these ideas of who we think we are. Tomorrow is solstice. Maybe by the time that you're watching it, it is solstice. And I'm sure in some locations in the world that since we're within 24 hours of it, there's a few time zones where we already are. And solstice, the sun's been standing still, solstice, for a couple of days now, imperceptibly different. And as soon as we hit the peak of solstice tomorrow at 4:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun will then again begin its path northward. And whether you want to read into anything that the sun, we're ascending with the sun, we are going more towards our higher self, our apex, towards the apex of our pyramid of ourself. They're all ideas of separation. Water is life. Maybe I should just stick with light language here. Now, kisotor na achikatara ni achikaturu. So when I speak light language, I'm not engaging with my conscious mind to allow the words to come out either from my inner being or me channeling it from ideas of outside of me. Kuchikatara anakuhashi sa e takiariatahanoto. And yes, there are times that I claim that it's coming from me, and other times, that I am channeling from an external source. In the grand schemes of things, we're all the same. So it's another version of me that is speaking. It's another version of you that is speaking. And when listening to anyone's light language, I allow it to work with me. And that's all that it's intended to do, is give another vehicle, another tool for us all to get out of our own way. That's it. That's it. That means get out of our head and into our heart. And if it helps anybody get into their heart, well, it helps me. So, and it's the whole point of light language. That's the whole point of meditation, is to get out of our head and just, at least for a small amount of time, dwell in our heart, to dwell in the peace, to dwell in less monkey mind. And that's all we do when we meditate, is that when those ideas that come in, that's what's on our shopping list, what's exciting that's going to happen this weekend, or anything that is engaging in our conscious mind, our cognitive thinking mind. When we're engaging in that, we're not engaging in the Shakti, we're not engaging in the allowing, we're not engaging in the being. We all do it. And the whole point is to not dwell on when those thoughts come in. When we start checking off boxes on our to-do list, then it's like, oh, okay, let's just focus our awareness on our breath and focus our awareness back on the chant. And if we're not chanting, we're just meditating, whatever the imagery is of the meditation, or just going back in. Excuse me, my friends. Nihatarya shkana hotorio. Just need a little more oxygen. Nihatarya, or get rid of more carbon dioxide. The body is self-healing. Nihurosa ashkihi sotora anaheka atarachkana uturu takata. Many times I just choose a seed visual. I love the holy fire, so spending time sitting in my own holy fire, or in the holy fire that's inside of me, is plenty enough to get out of my own head and then allow the visions, the information, the streams of consciousness to come through. And if I pull on a stream, that's me engaging in it. If the stream just shows up and starts to unfold in front of me, I run with those meditations. We all need to develop our own and find our own way of tapping into the higher realms, or tapping into spirit. Many times we love it when somebody else leads a meditation, and we now get to experience the letting go. We just need to listen and experience. And as we get more practice with our meditation, we can learn to meditate with either only music or no music. More advanced meditation would be just sitting here and prati-a-haara, withdrawing of all the senses, the ears, the eyes, if I feel vibrations, and actually turning off or not paying attention to the energy coming through the chakras that the chakras feel, and only being with the third eye at that point, just being with intuition. There are times I've been in deep meditation and people had to yell to get my attention. We all will develop at our own pace, and we all will yield different benefits in different meditations. Which is why we're practicing at this point, just to breathe, just to chant, and what our inner being reveals simply by being. Once we learn how to be more, we're reinforcing this meditative state, then it's easier to tap into any streams of consciousness, or I want to understand more what this process is, then you plant your seed and allow spirit, your inner being, to run with it, to reveal some of the truths. Kitor nasa atati hisha kasi ikuturata nehisa tatitiariataha natahurtoho. As we experience our own bliss, our own focus, without focusing, that's the best part right there. When we experience the focus and just run with it. This is what channeling is. If I know which being I'm going to pull in, then cool, I send out the invitation. Get into an allowing state and not allow them to speak. And when learning how to channel, once we get in that state, we've sent our invitation. If we kind of feel like, okay, if we just start talking, it's just like light language. If we just start talking, then the being feels more comfortable to speak through us. And it does, and it doesn't matter what topic it really is. There are plenty of times where there are questions, a couple of channeling sessions or channeling broadcasts where I brought in being number A and I called them the moderator. And then when people started asking questions, the moderator went out into spirit and pulled in an appropriate being to answer that question. They come in, they identify themselves, and then they answer the question as fully or engage in conversation with the being. Those are pretty interesting, especially from me being the observer of it, if I'm actually observing. Sometimes when I'm channeling, I just feel the energy of the being. Sometimes they put me in a corner and I'm in just the bliss. So it's an interesting situation to be in, but the first time a being comes in, if you didn't allow it, it's pretty freaky. And I've dealt with people where the being just comes in because they were open and they started freaking out. Luckily, having somebody there who understands what's going on, we can bring them back quickly or reassure them that things are okay. Because if we feel more energy, we feel the energy and we feel that it's a benevolent being, and if we engage in conversation with them, and hopefully the being then responds. But it's interesting, and if the channel still wants them out, then our intention is what's guiding it. It's the whole purpose of this whole series is aligning the intention of the conscious mind with the intention of our heart, the vibration of our heart. To me, I call this our sankalpa, what it truly wants to create. And this is what we think is our intention. This is what we're focusing on. But if we've got our monkey mind, if we watch all these shiny objects, our energy and attention go everywhere. If we're focused, then our energy goes in one place and information can flow from that. When we align our intention with our sankalpa, our inner being, this is when the true power of our intention comes along. But at this whole series, especially in this 34-day segment on Muladhara, allowing and letting go is more important than our ability to focus. Once we get into the heart, once we get up into Vishuddha or Anya or Sahasrara even, Anya's going to be fun. But since we're spiraling, Muladhara is a 34-day segment. Svadhisthana is a 21-day segment. Manipura is a 13-day segment. Anahata is an 8-day segment. I like that it's 8 because it's manifestation. We keep getting lower and lower. 5-day segment for Vishuddha. 3-day segment for Anya. 2-day segment for Sahasrara. 1-day segment for Vyapini. And a 1-day segment for everything else. So as we work on each of the chakras and we subtly deal with each of the themes, as we integrate each of the themes into our heart center, Muladhara, our foundation, Svadhisthana, our pleasure, and our emotional stability, as we place more of our emotional support in our heart center, which is unconditional love. Can you imagine applying this unconditional love to these swings or storms for some people of our emotions? If we apply this unconditional love to our triggers, to our inner child, to our pleasure center, to what it is, our creativity. Can you imagine that? Well, we'll deal with that. In Manipura, when we start aligning our intention with our sankalpa, our inner being, and we start placing our inspiration or deriving our inspiration from our heart center to create. Can't wait to hear them talk about anahatado, because it is our heart center. So maybe we just talk about all the ideals of our heart center and our conscious mind's ideas of what our heart is. This is what we're doing every day when we purify, is we're trying to have our inner being reconcile the differences in our conscious mind about what it thinks is the truth and what it thinks is the truth. Subtly though. I'm learning stuff every day. I'm learning stuff about me. I'm learning stuff about the universe. I'm learning stuff about stuff. So we're chanting Om Ahum. I am the wisdom of the universe, or the wisdom of the emptiness that I am. And during the second half, when we're reaching up into spirit, we're chanting So Hung. So hum, so hum, all the same thing. Different way of pronouncing hum, or hum, or hung. It's the letter H. And we don't hard stop it. It's not huh, it's huh, huh. And we're put a bindu on it, hum, so, so, Did you really do that, spirit? Consciousness created me. I created me and this idea of me. Oh, totally cool. And then created a stream, a mala string, where I could string things, string experiences on, and I can keep them all separate from all these other ideas of everybody else, and I can hold my mala of joy, all my life experiences. They're imprinted in my auric field. I can take them out at any point, derive value from them again if I choose to, because that's the only reason they're in our auric field, is because we stored it there on purpose, because we want to pull it back out at some later time. If we feel that this experience, this energy is complete, and we have explored it fully, our inner being, resolves it. It says, we've played enough with this energy, we understand what it is, we see that it's divine and it's complete, so let us take it and let it go. And then it's no longer in our field. This is as simple as it gets. And if we can't clear it, guess what? Our inner being still believes that there's value in it. So let it go up here. And then our inner being will take care of it whenever. This is the whole idea behind energy work, or placing the hands, is that the energy, this divine energy coming through the hands of the practitioner into the client, the recipient, is that this energy is the reminder to the body, to the cells, to the energy that the body is storing, of the benevolence, of the relaxation, of that you don't need that. You really don't need that. This is easily resolvable through the energy that's channeling through. And as a recipient receiving it, if we're in an allowing mood, the energy works more fully with us. We're not resistant to the energy, because we could sit there and go ahead, you give me Reiki, go ahead. And we're blocking everything because, believe it or not, we're a sovereign being, and the energy is respecting our free will and not coming into us. Whole idea behind us in meditation, when we invite in a being, is that we set our intention, this invitation flag goes out, and there's an attraction point. So A being out there, whether we see it as separate from us or as a part of us, finds this attraction, finds the invitation, and accepts. And we put our conditions out there. You got to be of a higher vibration. You've got to be aligned with me or more aligned with my inner being than I am to help me bridge the gap here. And you're going to share wisdom that's relevant. So even if they're a higher dimensional being and have a lot of wisdom, if you got nothing relevant for me right now, I'm sure there's plenty of other people who need to listen to you, but what I need to hear right now is what I want to attract in, which is the whole idea behind our intention. The universe must, by law, respond to our intention. That's it. By law. If we're trying to manifest physical things, well, we got to follow the laws of this physicality until we understand what they really are. We'll get there. Once we get up to closer to the edge of the matrix, we can understand more about how this reality really works, besides the simple truths of it all. Let's keep it simple. So I invite you to relax. Whether you sit, whether you lie down, or whether you sit in seated meditation. Comfort and ease are the most important. As we shimmy a little bit more to get in that sweet spot of relaxation, as we focus our awareness on our breath. Excuse me. As we begin to lengthen and deepen our breath, as we become more aware of the sound of our breath, as we feel how it feels to breathe in, as we feel how it feels to breathe out. Breathing in the Om. Sitting with the Ah. Breathing out the Hum. Breathing in the wisdom of the Om. Sitting with that wisdom in the emptiness of the Ah. Breathing out who we are. Breathing in sitting in the emptiness of the heart. Simply breathing out our shine. Now let us focus our awareness on our heart center. For in our heart center is the home of our holy fire. And our holy fire is the source of our bright light, the source of our shine. And every breath that we take with intention fans the flames of our holy fire and brightens our already bright light. This prana fuels our holy fire. This prana is just another aspect of the holy fire, or another word for the holy fire. And our holy fire is the holy fire, which is the highest source of consciousness, where there is no ego, there is no individual, where we are all one, where the one is the all, and the all is the one. Where there is only total acceptance, which is unconditional love, which always respects free will, the free will of your thoughts, the free will of your words, the free will of your actions. There is no judgment. There is only total acceptance. There are no conditions. So let us take the purity, the total acceptance of this holy fire, of this prana, breathing in the prana, and breathing out our shine, how we're affected by this prana. Breathing in more prana. Breathing out how this prana has changed us. Breathing in more prana. Breathing out how we are this prana. Moving this pure prana down through each of our chakras, purifying each of them, sharing this pure prana with Manipura, sharing this pure prana with our ideas of inspiration, with our ideas of desire and want. With our ideas of intention. Moving this pure prana down into Svadhisthana, sharing the purity of this prana with our ideas of our emotions, with our ideas of pleasure, with our ideas of creativity. Moving this pure prana down into Muladhara, our root chakra, sharing the purity of this pure prana with Muladhara, sharing this pure prana with our ideas of stability, of foundation, of survival, sharing this pure prana with our ideas of fear. What is fearful? With the ideas of our doubts. Purifying all these ideas. Moving this pure prana down into Vasundhara. Sharing this pure prana with our ideas of our root system and from where we get our nourishment. Sharing this prana down to the root system, down, 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 deep into the heart of Gaia, wrapping these roots around the heart of Gaia. Sharing this pure prana with Gaia, with this density and our ideas of this density. Giving her a great big hug and bringing back her grounded love and wisdom, along with the gentle reminder that we are all this prana, this highest source of consciousness. And we are not made of this earth, water, fire, air, nor are we made of the space in between. We are prana. We are consciousness itself. With this prana, elevate and raise this earth density and merge it up through the root system, merging it into Vasundhara, unifying all these energies and ideas, stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing with prana, and aligning with prana, elevating this combined energy and merging it into Muladhara, unifying all these energies and ideas with prana, stabilizing, balancing, harmonizing, aligning it all with prana, elevating this combined energy and merging it into Svadhisthana, unifying all these energies and ideas, stabilizing with prana, balancing with prana, harmonizing with prana, aligning with prana. Elevating this combined energy and merging it into Manipura, unifying all these energies and ideas with prana, stabilizing with prana, balancing with prana, harmonizing with prana, aligning with prana. Elevating this combined energy and merging it into Anahata, our heart center. Unifying all these energies and ideas with prana, this divine prana. Stabilizing with prana. Balancing with prana. Harmonizing with prana, aligning with prana, expanding this heart-centered collective consciousness with prana. Elevating this collective energy and merging it into Vishuddha, sharing the ideas and purity of prana with our ideas of truth, with our ideas of sound and vibration, with our ideas of space, the space in between everything. Unifying all these energies and ideas with prana, stabilizing with prana, balancing with prana, harmonizing with prana, aligning with prana. Expanding our heart-centered, truth-based, collective consciousness with prana. Elevating this combined energy and merging into Anya, the third eye chakra. Sharing the purity of prana with our ideas of intuition, with our ideas of insight, of our ideas of what is seeable and knowable, sharing the purity of prana with our ideas of wisdom and knowledge, sharing the purity of prana with our ideas of illusion and separation, unifying all these energies and ideas with prana, stabilizing with prana, balancing with prana, harmonizing with prana, aligning with prana, expanding our heart-centered wisdom of intuition with prana, elevating this collective consciousness and merging it into Sahasrara, our crown chakra. Sharing the purity of prana with our ideas of consciousness, of our ideas of thought, sharing the purity of prana with our ideas of attachment. Unifying all these energies and ideas with prana. Stabilizing with prana. Balancing with prana. Harmonizing with prana. Aligning with prana. Expanding with prana. Expanding our lotus of awareness with prana. Elevating this collective consciousness and merging into Vyapini, the goddess who is everywhere, our soul star chakra. Sharing the purity of prana with our ideas of everything, with our ideas of allowing and what to allow. Sharing the purity of prana with our ideas of separation. And sharing the purity of prana with our ideas of unity, of samadhi. Unifying all these energies and ideas with prana. Stabilizing with prana. Balancing with prana. Harmonizing with prana. Aligning with prana. Inviting in the ideas of Rita and unifying this divine timing. Inviting in and unifying with the ideas of Vikara, this divine change or divine action. Inviting in and unifying with these ideas of Shrishti, this divine creation or divine emanation. Unifying all these energies and ideas with prana. Allowing awareness to simply be. Extending the invitation to chant, to begin with Aum. Simply Om, the primordial sound of the universe, this wisdom of the universe, stretched into its three sound components. Ah for the heart, Ooh for the root, for the embodying and savoring. It's just a diphthong. We're sliding from Ow. It's just a slide, a gentle slide from Ah to Oo to Kasina dar hino shaya karati. Extending the invitation to chant Om Ahum 108 times, using the Mala of Joy. And then transitioning with Aum. And if any stray thoughts come in, like what's on our to-do list, or something exciting happening this weekend, or anything that happened in the past, simply pick up with the next chant, pick up with the next breath. Let's focus our awareness on the breath and the chant, and those thoughts will go away on their own when they are ready. It's as simple as that. A breath in for Aum. And a breath in to chant. Om Sanahakutura tahitata Natara hashnahi soto Hartanahi gatarti Atarashanaha suku otarnihi Kartini hiriara Aturoshanahu kurhata Haratanahi gata Katuru hunaturu Achijiarhatano hukarata Tata harashana hikota Harata anhikota Kodoro hukanahasata Hatar hatana hakeraha Koduro naturahaya Atati hitiariarana Aroto utara hakaya Harata itarana ketura Kotor hunatora Shai kiatar hanaha Nisu hukotor hanator hakeetara Kasana hakatarita Urtor hukanarota Shai ketar hanahukoro Kotor hanator haya Arata anahakeetar hatita Odor honahatorha Kasanahakatitaha Horoto ohokanahatarhata Hatona hokorshayasaha Odor hanakohashia Koroto honahatara Hatarhanahakehara Odor hokanahasoyaha Kodoro hanatukara Hartuhu natura Katar hanahakayataha Otoro hunatur hakata Otoro honora Otoro hanakarati Haruto otanahakura hashata Otoro hukanahura Katita Karanahata Arato Ohokona Hatura Hashana Arato Hutorahana Kahurta Karitihi Sanahaduraha Atura Hashana Katitaha Katehitarahanatu Hatorohano Hokotarahata Haturhoshana Hisati Tahartana Haetara Kuturahakanahato Katarahana Haseta Uruto Utaratahaneta Uturahukanahaturaha Asanahakatarhanahasi Aturhukunaratahatitaha Katarhanaka artihisa Titorhonako urhatora Karanatitaha Haroto ohonahoko Arhanehekete Tar Karhana Urtuhushanahatita Hartkanahe Katara Anahakatita Uroto ohotara kahetarahana Koturohna turahishnahi Sahatarahana Aratanehi katarahana Katita hatarahana hayata hatorasha Tanahayata Ruto ohokorahana Harati itar kanahe sotar yena Kotoro unaha sotiarataha Konoto hortaha Atarhanaha kotoro konahatore Kasanaha ketiriariatahana Kotoro hanakura Ratarhanaha hesaha Oroto otarkana hetara Satakaratahaya Katuro honokor hatuta Hateiti areanaha Otoro hokonahatara Otoro ota atakarahasesi Kuratahana heraha Kanahashia Orokohornahasataha Harshanahikiti Arietaha Katoro Hukunahatu Haturo Onahatura Hatara Hata Hatita Karta Haranaheta Artukuhurota Ana Kasanaha Katara Isa Ata Harakaha Om Ahom 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 Om Ahom. And a breath in for Aum. When you are ready, simply set intention to invite in a being of higher consciousness, of higher vibration, to share energy, to share wisdom that is aligned with us, or more aligned with our inner being, that is also most relevant for us at this time in our lives. Allowing the breath to become natural without any focus on the breath, without any focus, allowing awareness to simply be. When you are ready, slowly return your breath to conscious breaths. And with heart-filled gratitude, let us thank the being or beings for sharing energy, for sharing wisdom, as we bid them farewell. We can always see them at any time in the future. As we prepare to return to chanting, the invitation to start off with Aying, which is simply aim stretched into its three sound components. Ah for the heart, E for the crown, Ing, resonation and savoring of everything. Aim is the bija, mantra, the seed, sound of abundance. And the invitation to chant So Hung. So is a part of So, Om, So Hum. Om, the primordial sound of the universe. So that, or the breath in, and Hung, I am the universe, I am that. Nidorso Otore Shakatora. We just shortened it to So Hum 36 times. And concluding with Aying. A breath in for Aying. And a breath in to chant. So Hum. 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 So Soham. 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 Our breath in for Aying. Aying. When you are ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the here and now. Maybe invite in some gentle movements. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. Huturu una. Hisa tarahana akati taharata. Congratulations, my friends. We have completed day number 71 of being this blissful existence, illuminating and nurturing grace. Nitoro hasana hakatiti ariata hano koroto. I encourage you to journal, my friends. Who knows what came up or what can come up as it starts to flow when we start to write. And as always, be easy on yourselves. And be easy on me. As always, I thank you for sharing in my highest bliss, and shine on from your inner being, with your inner being, as your inner being, and make it a great day. Because why, oh why would you leave it up to anyone else? Nihukochoro otana hata artakaha.